Hello, how are you doing? I am running around in LA, though I represent Mar Vista, goofing off. And I'm going to get my massage. My back is killing me. Combination of work, being on my feet all day on concrete, or whatever, and my Airbnb bed, and getting old. So I'm gonna go see my chiropractor out here. I'm still rocking the Fortis Cosmonaut Ducati edition. One of the reasons I brought this watch out is one of my buddies at work has a pretty rad Ducati, and hoping to do some beauty shots on his bike. Shout out to Sweet Lou. And I don't wear this watch near enough. It looks amazing on the 2-stitch rally strap. I better not watch it. I better watch the road, especially since the coffee has not kicked in yet. G Money gave me some of his Intelligentsia instant coffee. I guess the coffee nerds or coffee snobs or whatever, or maybe just the cool kids, are doing instant coffee, but it's not Folgers crystals. It's like high-end brands, and it's basically it's like $3 a cup. So I don't know if I'll be picking up any of this. It doesn't taste great. Their coffee, in truth, when G makes it, it tastes cool. When I stay with him and his family, it tastes good. But for some reason, I don't have the magic down. So I'm fighting through this cup of coffee before I get on the 405. I am heading to the Roadium today. This is pre-Roadium footage. And the funny thing about the Roadium is that mostly Spanish speaking there. And they can see the Wedo coming a mile away. And they talk to him. Oh, did I just lose a camera angle because of a bump? Unacceptable. Crisis averted. Technical difficulties sorted. I do not have my standard camera rig out here. I need to bring one. Ah, yeesh. On the 405, drivers are as crazy as ever. Where was I? Roadium. Although I don't remember what I was saying. Oops. I was supposed to get like a Honda or something for the rental, but then I guess I was super duper charming and upgraded me to an Audi. An Audi A5 or something or another. She's got some kick. Oh my gosh, drivers. The traffic, the madness. Anyways, I need to relax from my massage. And yeah, the Roadium. So mostly Spanish speaking down there, and it's like Denzel said, training day.
How's your Espanol?
Más o menos.
Learn, brother. Learn that to get you killed. He's out here plotting all kinds of behind your back.
You got to learn that Spanish. And I'm not taking my watches to the Roadium. There's a lot of watch crime out here. I'm not saying it's going to happen there, but I don't want to get smoked for a Fortis. Love me the Roadium. I do need to learn my Spanish, though. That's not BS. I really want to. I just have not applied myself. I don't know how people can learn and know and speak multiple languages. It must be such scrambled eggs in my brain, but I know a little bit of stuff. But more importantly, well, I know how to order no onions or beans on my food. It's mostly food related that I know in Spanish. I need to learn it all, though. And it would have helped me with years and years of negotiating at the Roadium, because I can hear them warning each other that I'm around, meaning I'll hear them say "Wedo," which loosely means white boy or blonde hair guy. But that's code, and I could tell I'm getting worse pricing. And it's because I took a couple girls there that used to be a date thing for me. And they spoke Spanish. And I had them ask the pricing for something, and I was given higher prices. But maybe it's because they were cute and I'm not. I don't know. But I need my Latino and Latina brothers and sisters out here to give me some good pricing today if I find anything. I do miss the Spanish culture being back east. We're starting to get some more Spanish-speaking folks out my way, but Mexican, Salvadorian, Chilean, miss it. Those families adopted me out here when I wouldn't fly home for all the holidays, but they're warm people, I find. I miss it. But that's the Roadium pre-report. I'm gonna try and shoot some footage there. I don't know if they're gonna be tight about that. I can't imagine they'd mind. I still don't know the difference between a swap meet and a flea market, though. I should probably look that up. The funny thing about the Roadium is how you get there. You can pay for parking, but if you go down the street to the local college and park there, they have a little bus that takes you there. I used to roll the bus. Not because it was expensive parking, it was just a nuisance to get in and out. And I was never buying anything big enough that I had to haul back to my car. Bought a lot of my kitchen stuff there, pots, pans, cutlery, because it's all Macy's stuff and other stores or whatever. Some scratchy dents there. I once bought a Emil Hirsch. I bought Emil Hirsch at the Roadium. No one wanted him. He was on discount. No, Emil Henry, I think, is the maker of various, I don't know if it's Le Creuset, competitor. I think they've got some of that, but they've got this funnel-shaped pottery thing. I can't remember the name of it. But that thing, it's like $180, $250 at the store. But it must have come into the pipeline somewhere and the top got separated from the bottom. And they had the top, which is the magic part that is the funnel that catches the heat, and then the condensation rebastes the food. 50 cents. I paid 50 cents for the business end of this cooking thing. I think it begins with an F. I can't remember the name of it. 50 cents. I did the math on that. And that's like, it was, if you take the whole cost of the thing being $200, cut it in half. This is loopy math. I think the profit margin, 800 to 1, 80 to 1, I don't know. 50 cents goes into $100 to 200 to 1. My best profit ratio. And it actually sits on top of my other pans and does the job. I think I've used it twice. Hilarious. But it's a pottery thing, so you could drop it and break it pretty easily. That was my number one Roadium score. I used to get... Alright, embarrassing story number 2. We heard about the Movado incident. Gosh, I'm so dumb. I saw a North Face jacket there, which I know to be a great brand. $80. Like, awesome. I think they were usually $400 or more. It was like the big one, the big puffy one. I took it back to my friend MT's place, and she lives out here. She's one of the friends I took to the Roadium to vet pricing with, because she speaks Spanish. It was her and her family that adopted me for holidays. Love those folks. So much fun. Beautiful family. And She almost falls on her butt laughing when I tell her the story. I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, it's an F jacket. I'm like, what do you need? They don't sell those there. Because she knows the Roadium. Unacceptable. So I run over to the sink and I'm running water over this jacket to see if it's waterproof. Barely. How do I find my way out of the driveway? I still use it though. I keep it at my mother's house for when I used to have to shovel the driveway there. It keeps you warm. Wouldn't take it snowboarding though. Dumb. So that was years ago. I'm older. I'm wiser. Hopefully. I haven't been to the Roadium since I left. It's like 5 years. Can't wait to get up in the Roadium's business. The other funny thing about the Roadium is the dates I took there, those dates didn't go too well. Plus, I didn't enjoy myself because mostly I'm like the Terminator when I go to a flea market. The way I'm scanning, and as usual, almost miss my exit. Just like the Terminator, I'm scanning. And I'm moving fast, and because I'm scanning so fast and walking so fast, I look back and my girl is like way behind. I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna make for a nice day. I better go get her. And then I'm not enjoying my Roadium time. They're, oh, look, a purse. I'm like, babe, that's not real. That ain't real. Trust me, they sell non-real things here. So I ended up just going by myself. And if I'm being honest, the Roadium was a nice little distraction on the weekend during breakups, which there had been several. I'm looking forward to it. The other funny thing about going to the Roadium is getting on the little bus and all the families that were on there, mostly Spanish speaking. I know very, very little, un poquito, to get by. But I couldn't contain my excitement because I was so excited to go to the Roadium every week. Singing the Roadium song. Roadium, Roadium, we're off to the Roadium. It never really caught on, at least not on the bus. But I was like, I remember the first couple times, I would be like, are you excited? We're going to the Roadium. No hablo inglés, señor. It's all right. I was excited. I don't know if I'm more excited for my massage or the Roadium. I think the Roadium. But I'm also super excited to try and move some weight this trip. Brought a couple pieces out, moved on the one, but I bought that one for my buddy, more or less, because I knew it was a great price. I had to jump on it, and I'm not making any profit off of that. You don't need to make profit off a buddy. I learned that from Sam Matthews back in the day. I worked at this job, and Sam is a musician in addition to being a copywriter. If you're out there, Sam, hope you're doing well, buddy. And he had a guitar that he'd brought into the office because he was meeting a buddy to sell it to him. I think it was like a Martin. It was a really nice guitar, like a super nice acoustic guitar. And I'm into guitars. There are guitar owners, guitar players, and guitarists. Guitarist, Jimi Hendrix. Guitar players, and maybe your local band. And guitar owners, that's me. Can't play it, but I appreciate them for the beauty, and I tried playing for a while. But anyways, he had this guitar as a Martin. It's gorgeous. It's like, oh wow, what are you gonna sell to him for? And he was like, oh, $250. I'm like, what? And at the time, I think Martins were, I don't know, $1,500, $2,000. I was like, why would you sell it so cheap? He goes, well, that's what I paid for it, and you don't need to make money off your friends, D. And that stuck with me. That was 1996, and it's guided my life. So when I help source watches for friends, I pass it through to them. And in a lot of ways, I see myself as a watch rescuer. Because my friends, they've got real lives. They're not out hunting. like I am. And if I see something and if they mention it, I keep it in the back of my mind. I'll grab it for them, and I pass it through, and they get a super great deal because we were out hunting. Anyway, Roadium, the Roadium story. I didn't bother to check if they made it through the pandemic. Could you imagine? I'm so excited, racing down to the Roadium. It's no, I'm a close-up shop. They used to be open every day. I had a day off once. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go check out the Roadium. Completely different set of sellers during the week as opposed to the weekend. I actually enjoyed the midweek sellers far better. They had crazy unique stuff. There's a lot of semi pre-enjoined tech here, like keyboards, mouse, shoes, blah blah blah. Like I said, bananas next to underwear out here. I can't go too crazy because anything I buy I have to take back in the luggage. I wonder if any of the old sellers will remember me. Gigante Blanco.